everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with another subscriber requested video. So I was recently asked to do another wish list video, and yeah, I definitely have a wish list a mile long. This is not my full wish list. These are just fragrances I can definitely think of off of the top of my head that I want. So yeah, I've got a lot. I'm gonna jump right in. I will pop up pictures, obviously, since I don't have these bottles, but I will pop up pictures for you. So 2 fragrances, these are the newest fragrances to my wish list, are House of Silliage Hufflepuff and House of Silliage Minnie Mouse. When we ordered Charlotte's Avatar amplifiers, we got samples of those in the mail, and then her actual Avatar perfume came yesterday and they sent more samples, so I smelled them again. I actually rubbed the Minnie Mouse on my skin, and it is a confirmation. I love them both. They smell amazing. They're yummy, sweet, gourmands. The Minnie Mouse one is like whipped cream and raspberry, and the Hufflepuff one is like a vanilla fragrance, and they're both fantastic and I want them both. From what I understand, Genre is making clones of both of them, so I will be happy with the Genre clones if I can get my hands on them. I know a lot of the times it's especially for people like me who I don't do Facebook. So I have to catch Genre stuff on their Etsy site or on their website, and usually I'm not able to. So basically all that to say that I will be happy with the Genre ones or with the real thing. Genre makes amazing clones, so I just know that their versions are gonna be incredible, but I want them both. For sure. Another fragrance that I still want, it's been on my wish list for ages, is Marissa Zapata. I think that's her name, Marissa Zapata Annabelle's Birthday Cake. I've had that on my wish list for ages, and it's still on my wish list. Another one that I want is Moschino Toy 2 Bubblegum. I love that fragrance. I want it badly, but I want to find a bottle secondhand on Mercari or something, or I'll wait until maybe it goes on sale at Ulta or something, because I really don't want to pay that much money for it. I love the fragrance. It's so fun. It really does smell like bubblegum, but it performs so terribly. I mean, I can literally get less than an hour or so out of that perfume. Because of that, I cannot bring myself to pay full price for a bottle of it, but I do want it, and I do look for it occasionally on Mercari secondhand. Okay, another one, this is a newer one to my list as well, is Valentina Poudre. I want that fragrance so badly. Luxador Oils sent over a dupe oil of it, and it is fantastic. And now I want a bottle of the real thing. It's beautiful. It is the most beautiful, glamorous smelling powdery perfume, and it is a powder bomb. It's an absolute powder bomb, but it's like a sweet makeup-y powder bomb. I don't know how to explain it, but it is stunning. It is incredibly expensive though, because it's long discontinued, and yeah, it's just really, really pricey. That's one that I need to keep my eye on eBay and Mercari though, to see if a secondhand bottle comes up for a decent price. Okay, next, I've got 3 from Dossier, because I did my video on Dossier and then I was like, oh my gosh, they've got a lot of new stuff out. And I looked through their whole website, and these are the 3 fragrances that they have that I want. They have a fragrance collection called the Speakeasy Collection, and they have one called Golden Rum and Amber, and I want it. I want it badly. It looks amazing. They also have one called Spicy Mimosa, which is a clone of Jo Malone Cardamom and Mimosa. That's another fragrance that I absolutely adore, but I will not buy the real thing because it just performs really badly. I have a feeling the Dossier one will perform better though, because I've had good luck with Dossier fragrances and their performance. So I do want that one. I also want Dossier Floral Pink Pepper. I can't totally remember what Floral Pink Pepper is. So I'll have it on the screen for you though. It's a clone of something, and I want it. Okay, a Lattafa fragrance that I really want. I want a fragrance called Lattafa Wild Vanilla. I came across it at some point in looking at Lattafa fragrances. And yeah, it's one that I really want. Another vanilla fragrance that I really want is a Coty fragrance. It's a vintage Coty fragrance and it is called Dolce Vanilla. That one, I come across it on eBay all the time. I've just been too scared to pull the trigger because I don't, you know, I just never know if it's gonna be decent or not, but I really, really want it. Okay, an Ilia fragrance that I want. There are a few Ilia fragrances that I want. They're just kind of difficult to get here in the States. But there's one called Ilia Natura Ekos Fresca that I want really badly. There's like a whole list of Ilia fragrances that I want though. Okay, another one that I come across on eBay every once in a while, but I'm just too scared to buy it because I'm scared it's gonna be trash, is one from Jaffra, and it's called Jaffra Sweetie Fantasy. And it's supposed to be like a vanilla, you know, like a gourmand vanilla fragrance, and I want it badly. And it's not expensive, but I'm always just afraid that it's gonna be trash and then I'm gonna be like, this is horrible, and that's not something I can resell. Because it's a cheap fragrance anyways, you know, so anyways. Another one I really want is a Josie Maran fragrance. So Josie Maran makes like really clean fragrances, and she makes one called Peace Vanilla, and I really want it. That's a fragrance that has been on my list for ages that I really want. Shay and Blue. So there are a few from Shay and Blue that I want, but I really want the Shay and Blue Apple Blossom one. I just think it's gonna be gorgeous. I have an Apple Blossom oil from Sweet Essentials that is gorgeous, and I just have a feeling that the Shay and Blue Apple Blossom perfume would be beautiful and would be perfect to layer over the oil. Another fragrance, this is another eBay find that I'm just too scared to buy because I've never heard anybody talk about it and I just don't know if it's good or not, but it's called Tutti Delices Vanille Chantilly. It's inexpensive. It's like $20-ish or so on eBay. At some point I'm just gonna pull the trigger and buy these, but I don't know, I'm just weird. And for some reason, I'm way weirder about fragrances from eBay than I am from Mercari. Number one, because Mercari is more like just other people selling their fragrances. So you know it's coming from somebody's collection. But with eBay, a lot of the time it's like big, you know, like big sellers, and you just don't know what they're selling. They're not necessarily fragrance lovers. They maybe don't know anything about what they're selling. So I'm just really leery about eBay as compared to Mercari. Eventually I'll buy it though. Dsquared2 Want. I have wanted that fragrance for so long. I got a sample of it some years back and I love it. There's nothing fantastic about it. Like it's not, you know, it's not even that great of a vanilla fragrance. I want it though. I just want it. I think part of it because it's been discontinued and also because the bottle is amazing, but I really do enjoy the fragrance too. So I just want it. I want Dsquared2 Want badly. But because it's discontinued, it's gotten really expensive, and yeah, I'm not gonna pay that much money for it though because it's not that great of a fragrance really. A couple of Les Senteurs Gourmand fragrances that I want. So I want Les Senteurs Gourmand Tender Madeleine. I want that so badly. Okay, and then we also have Les Senteurs Gourmand Café Tonka. Another fragrance that I want is Sonia Rykiel Woman. Somebody sent me a sample of that a couple of years ago and I fell hard in love with it because it's kind of like a kind of vintage leaning, you know, like an older smelling type perfume, but it smells amazing and I want it. I want it so badly. It's another one that's been long discontinued though. You can still come across bottles of it. It's kind of pricey, but it would be totally worth it to me because I love it. I love it so much. There are a couple of fragrances that I want from this house called L'Herbolario. I hope I'm saying that correctly. You can pick them up you can find them on eBay and you can find them on Amazon. It's an Italian house. And there are a couple that I want so badly. There's one called Ombra Liquida that just looks amazing. They also make an argan oil perfume and I want it. I know that Moroccan Oil makes like a body spray, but I want an argan oil perfume. Like I want a perfume that smells like Moroccan Oil. I love the smell of it. I use Moroccan Oil in my hair and I am obsessed with the smell, and I want a perfume that smells like that. So I'm wondering if this perfume, this L'Herbolario, I'm wondering if their argan oil perfume smells like it. I have a feeling it probably does. I want it. I want it badly. Two other fragrances that I was sent decants. A beautiful subscriber sent decants of these perfumes to me years ago, and these have been on my wish list ever since. Roberto Cavalli Paradiso and Paradiso Assoluto. I want them so badly. I've had them on my wish list for years. They used to be super affordable. I don't know if they still are. You used to be able to find them pretty readily on Fragrance Net. I still don't, you know, I'm not totally sure if you still can find them, but I want them. Okay, another thing that's on my wish list, and this isn't necessarily, like, I don't really care what perfume it is, but I have come across on eBay perfume nips, like way vintage, really, really old vintage perfume nips from like the 50s and 60s. They're like these little glass vials that you literally like break the top off of, and then you put your perfume on through these little vials. You can still find vintage perfume nips on eBay, and I want some so badly. I don't even care what perfume it is. I've heard that they preserve really, really well in these glass nips because they're fully sealed up. So they've never, you know, even touched air. So these perfume nips will last. I mean, people are still getting them and opening them today, and they still smell amazing. So I'm like dying to get my hands on some vintage perfume nips. Again, I don't care what fragrance it is, I just want some. There's another fragrance that I want called Attar. It's from Attar, which they're pricey, but it's called Crystal Love. I've heard really good things about it. I probably need to see if I can find a decant of it somewhere, because it is a pricey bottle of perfume. Definitely not something that I want to blind buy, but I'm super intrigued by Attar Crystal Love. Celebrity scent, long discontinued celebrity scent that I really want to get my nose on is Dossier. It's hard to find bottles of it, and when you do, they're pretty expensive, which I will not pay that for a celebrity scent. So, but I do so badly want to get my nose on it. I have wanted to get my nose on it for years. So I may see if I can just find a decant of it somewhere. Okay, this next one, this makes me sick because some years back, people were finding these fragrances in like Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and I would have never been so lucky because my Marshalls and TJ Maxx stores are just not good. But a Christian Louboutin fragrance called Trouble in Heaven, that's been on my wish list forever. People selling them secondhand are like asking astronomical prices for them, but it's been on my wish list for years. It's a fragrance that I'm super interested in. Another long discontinued fragrance that I am dying to get a bottle of is Estee Lauder Sensuous Noir. So I love Estee Lauder Sensuous. It's such an incredible fragrance. I also have the other one, I can't remember, is it Sensuous Nude maybe? I've got a mini of that one, but I want a bottle of Sensuous Noir. It is so hard to find. It is so extremely expensive, but I'm hoping one day I'll be able to track down a bottle for a decent price. Okay, I have a few Salvador Dali fragrances that I really, really want. I love Salvador Dali fragrances. I think that they're amazing. I think it's such an underrated house. The first one that I want is Salvador Dali Mania. I've had that on my wish list for ages. I want it. They're so inexpensive. I don't know why I haven't bought these yet. Salvador Dali Delices. I'm probably butchering that. Delices. It's another one that I really want. Again, so inexpensive. I don't know why I haven't just picked up bottles. And then another one called Salvador Dali Ma Victoire. So that is one of the more expensive, because Salvador Dali has some really, really high-end, very expensive like luxe lines. And that one is from one of those lines. And it looks amazing. It's like, yeah, I think it's on Fragrance Net, but it's like over $200. So if I'm remembering correctly, but I really want it. Another fragrance that has been on my wish list for absolute ages is a fragrance from Frapen, and it is called 1270. I have had a sample of that fragrance before, like I got a little tiny sample vial of it and I fell in love with it. So it's an expensive niche fragrance though, so it'll probably sit on my wish list for ages, but I do want it. Laura Mercier. Laura Mercier, just plain Vanille. I want it. Laura Mercier fragrances perform like trash, but they smell incredible. I feel like all of her fragrances just smell so high end and just so, they're just so beautiful. I feel like I could layer that over a vanilla lotion though, and maybe it would help it to last longer. I don't know. I already know it'll probably perform terribly, but I still want it. Another one, Hypnotic Poison, the EDP formulation. I've always only had the EDT. I've heard that the EDP is phenomenal. I've never smelled the EDP. The EDP is getting harder and harder to find, more and more expensive. So I really, really need to pick up a bottle of it like soon. I'm just gonna blind buy it because I know I'm gonna love it. And yeah, I just need to go ahead and blind buy it, but I forget about it. Like I'll just forget about it. And then the last one that's on this list, I could do a part 2 of this if you guys are interested in a part 2, because I have, like I said, I've got a wish list a mile long. I tried to keep this like manageable though. The last one on this wish list, or the last one that I'm going to talk about, is a Maison Alhambra fragrance. It is Maison Alhambra Kismet Angel. It is a clone of Kilian Angel Share. I love it. I like it. I love it and Camera. Lattafa Camera is also gorgeous. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I'm remembering that right. I love them both. They smell amazing, but I've had samples of both of them. A beautiful subscriber sent me a decant of Camera, and then I think I ordered a sample of the Kismet Angel from that website in Poland. I think it's in Poland, where you can order Middle Eastern house samples for super, super cheap. I think I got a decant from there and I fell in love with it. I love it even more than Camera. If I had to choose a bottle of one or the other, I would definitely go with the Kismet Angel, and I want a bottle of it so badly, but it's sold out. It's sold out on Triple Traders, and there's another website that I checked too that it's sold out on. I think the makeup website from Poland, I think it's on that website as well, and they're sold out. So yeah, as soon as it comes back in stock, I'm definitely gonna pick up a bottle of that fragrance because I love it. It smells amazing. So anyways, guys, that is a small portion of my perfume wish list. Again, let me know if you want multiple parts of this. I could go on and on about all of the perfumes that I want because there's an endless list of them. I would love to hear some of the fragrances that you all want or that is on your wish list in the comments down below. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.